Back in the 1950s and 60s, debit and credit cards first appeared. At the time, their main use was simple. You'd get a card and go to a bank or an ATM, and you would draw cash and you would drive to the store and you would pay for your groceries. But here's the problem. Until the POS networks matured, there wasn't much utility and adoption was slow. That changed when three different US presidents signed acts and brought in the modern credit card system. Those acts, step by step, created the card networks, the terminals, and the regulations that made cards mainstream. And look where we are today. These machines are everywhere. They're on every countertop and in every store. Now, instead of driving to the bank for cash, you just swipe, insert, and tap a card at the register. And when you do, that payment travels instantly to a secured Visa or Mastercard data center, a data switch center. These facilities are like Fort Knox for transactions, highly secured, locked down, packed with rows and rows of servers. And inside those servers are CPU chips validating your transaction in real time, checking with your bank to confirm the funds are there before the cashier says you're good to go. So over the years, those same terminals added Apple Pay and other digital wallets. That was the next big leap. Suddenly, you could pay straight from your phone. And today, the next leap is already here. Digital currencies, crypto. Now, why do I say that? The President of the United States said the US will be the crypto capital of the world. And just like LBJ and President Ford and President Carter, he signed the Genius Act to ensure it. And because the very same POS companies that brought us credit cards and Apple Pay are now moving to add crypto. Take Ingenico, for instance, the pioneer. They are the global market leader with 120 plus countries and tens of millions of machines and devices. Now look at Verifone. Verifone is dominant in the US, processing over 8 trillion transactions for brands, $8 trillion in transactions for brands like Starbucks, BP, McDonald's, and PAX. Look at them. PAX with more than 80 million devices across 120 countries. Now, together with NCR, these four giants represent the rails of the global commerce. And here's the breakthrough. Ingenico is now integrating Miracle Pay directly into their terminals, just like Apple Pay was added years ago. Miracle Pay will sit on those screens as an option for crypto payments. That means someone walks up to the counter and selects crypto and pays instantly, all through Miracle Pay. Think about the scale, folks. Verifone and Ingenico alone control nearly half of the world's POS terminals. Add PAX and NCR, and you're looking at a majority of the world's transactions. Now, crypto is being woven into that fabric, and Miracle Pay is right there. Now, look right here. It doesn't stop there. The same Miracle Pay CPU nodes that power and validate those transactions now on the blockchain can be purchased. For about $1,200, you can own one of these nodes. And every time a transaction runs through a gas station, a grocery store, airports, Ubers, etc., you name it, you participate in that transaction flow, just like Visa does. But this time, everyday people can own a piece of the rails. But here's the key difference. Visa and Mastercard run on centralized chips locked inside undisclosed data switch centers. Miracle Pay, on the other hand, runs on decentralized nodes. That means instead of one central station controlling everything, each node owner holds the responsibility for security. The intelligence is spread out across network so that validation is secure, unstoppable, and no single entity can control or shut it down. And here's why that matters. There will only ever be 210,000 CPU nodes in existence. That's it. Tens of thousands are already gone, and a buying frenzy is underway. Once they're sold out, they're gone forever. And there's only one way to get them. CPU nodes can only be purchased through Miracle's approved marketing outlet, Bellator. If you're hearing this, it means you were directed here by an authorized account executive. They can walk you through the exact process of acquiring this generational wealth asset. This isn't theory, it's happening. Crypto will run through the same terminals we use every day, and Miracle Pay is the gateway. With only 210,000 nodes available worldwide, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity.